can't really get me in here. Hello, welcome back to Heartfilia Railway. Something a bit different today. Now, I've pulled the railway out, that's why I'm no longer over there near the boat bench, and the room's an absolute tip, because I've had to move stuff out from underneath the railway to actually physically get behind it. I'm doing this for a reason today. I actually joined in on a live stream the other week, and I kept having a problem behind here with the trains constantly derailing this back bit. So today I'm going to take all this off to reveal the back track. I'm going to pull all the back track up and I'm going to relay it. I'm going to try and make it so that no trains can derail. Now I know there's 4 sets of points behind here. Problem is that those points, 1, they're not wired up to the point motors, because I haven't done that yet, and 2, they are the main reason that everything keeps derailing. So I'm going to get them out, have a look at them, see what I can come up with. Come up with some sort of better solution. Also the back of here is flexi track as well on the curve, and I think that what's happened is the curvature's just slightly gone off a little bit, meaning that the trains keep derailing because it's either too sharp or it's you know, it might curve like that and then suddenly do like a really sharp turn. I'm not sure, I can't see it. So I am going to get all of this off. I'm going to take all of these scenery modules off and do my best to solve this problem. Now, one thing I do need to keep correct are the tracks in here, where the tunnel is, and the tracks over there, because that's all pointed up and it all works. The problem is between that tunnel entrance and this tunnel entrance, so we're talking a good, probably nearly half of the railway that's going to need relaying. It's been frustrating me that every time something fails on this railway, I'm in this tunnel. But it takes me 10 minutes to get it out. So, I'm going to remove all of the scenery baseboards, one by one. Put them into the hallway out of the way, because I've got nowhere to put them in here, else I'm going to be standing on them, and I don't want to damage anything. Inspect the track, and then we will see how I can do about relaying it to make it a little bit better. Right. First of all, let's remove these scenery pieces. Right, so the first impressions that I've got is it's not actually that bad back here. But I still don't understand why trains keep derailing. But I can see this flexi track was well out of alignment, which is causing issues here. These fish plates here are not quite correct. So, I'm going to grab the camera from up there, bring it down here so you can have a closer look. So one of the main issues I've got is that they keep derailing here before these points. Now this flexi track has moved way too much over the many years that it's been in here. So I'm going to see if I can find some gradient curves to solve this issue. I'm also going to be looking at these points here, because now this cardboard is it's glued down because there's a hole under here where we tried putting actual ramp in once upon a time. And I do believe that this may also be causing some issues because we have got some problems with the cork coming up back here. The majority of the issues happen on these points, and I think it's the way that the track is connected to the points. I mean, if we just turn the camera over here and have a look over here, they also derail a lot on these points. So I'm going to be looking at how to do this as well. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to try and work my best to get this area sorted out, because I'm getting a little bit fed up of trains constantly derailing. So, I'll put the camera back a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to pull up some of this old flexi track, see if I can find some curves maybe. Maybe I've got some spare curves somewhere. And see, there's one. See if I can get some sort of improvement here. So the one thing that I've noticed, not quite sure how well you can see that actually on camera, let's try and get it into the camera for you, is that here in this little corner there's a little half piece here, but if I use these 4th radius curves like that, these might be 3rd, it brings it into better alignment with the track at the very back of the railway. So I'm going to try and dig that out, because if this comes over here, it's going to meet up better with the points here. Now the flexi track, for example, when that was put on, was a lot different. It was very, oops, wrong way, very misshapen, and you can see it's very, very weird. So I'm going to get rid of this because I don't like this. Bye bye flexi track. Well, let's go back to standard set track. Then I think if I can take that bit over there, I can attach it over here. So that bit can come over here, and that should make the trains run a little bit better. Now I've got some, for these are 2nd radius curves with the fish plates on. I need to take the fish plates off because these pieces don't actually have fish plates on, which is a little bit annoying. So I'm going to fish plate these up, get that bit over here, and that should solve, hopefully with a little bit of luck, most of the running issues. And if it does, I'll be very, very happy. But we are going to have to test this, so it means me crawling over there to try and get to the stuff. Right, so let's crack on and get this sorted. So after relay, I know it's coming very close here. I might have to put this little bit in here just to balance out that curve a little bit, and then find a piece of track that fits in there. This curve, or is it this curve I need to come first? Oh, wait a minute, I've just realised I've been putting in the 3rd radius when I should put in this one. So that does need to go on there. So I had the wrong piece of track in. And then these should make up the difference. Aha! I was doing it wrong, like an idiot! Well done, Will. You messed up. Wouldn't be the first time, wouldn't be the last time. Mistakes get made on model railways all the time. But we learn to live with it. We learn to live with it, don't we now? Right. Right, so let's put this new bit in. This big bit. In there. I thought it didn't make sense when I put it all together. I was using the wrong piece. Oh, typical, isn't it? So come on, get in there. So by putting these rails together, that's not worked. Come on, fish plates today, please. Oh, we still got a little bit of a bump there. Alright, take that fish plate off. That fish plate's obviously no good. Running out of fish plates. What am I gonna do? It's the only problem with fish plates, isn't it? You just can't ever seem to get ones, they can't ever seem to get it off. It always seems to be like, no, I'm not coming off. And you're scared of damaging the damn thing. What's wrong with that fish plate there? Why has it gone so far back? It shouldn't be so far back. It's probably because it's got a bit of a damaged thing on it, but it don't matter, it's not going to be seen, it's not important. As long as it goes together. Like so, there we go. Right, cool. So that brings us round back to points. So ignore what I said about 5 minutes ago about that not all working, because how it works. Now, this is the question. I can probably pull that round a little bit and negotiate with it. And get this section in. Somehow. This is fun, this is fun! Totally worth the 20 minutes dragging everything out from underneath to get underneath the railway today. Totally worth it, yeah, totally. Totally. Can't get these fish plates off. Hurting my fingers now. Everybody who does model railways, if you're watching, you know the bane of how fish plates are. The bane of my life. We'll go have a look see how long it spares. Yep. Right. Got a spare fish plate. Ta-da! Right, in there you go. Let's put that onto there. And then just push that track pin out so I can get the track nice and flat. There we go. And put that into there. Ah, now I see I've got a problem now. So the problem is that bloody point motor's in the way. Dang it, that point motor's in the way. And that's a little bit too close than what I actually wanted it to be. And there's going to be a gap back here now. Oh, you are a pain in the bum. Right, so if we push that out to there, pull that in. If we attach that, that's going to be far too close. If we do it like that, we've still got a tiny little bit of track here that needs fixing. My other option is to cut a tiny little bit of flexi track to fill that gap, which is what I think I'm going to end up doing. Otherwise, we will be here all day. And trust me, we don't want to be here all day. We want to get to running trains smoothly and without any fuss and hassle like I've been getting for the last few months because of this dodgy track, this dodgy flexi track which keeps moving every time a train goes over it. Right, that's secured, so let's push that down there. That's about right, he says as he moves it. I'm such a dial sometimes. Stay together. Thank you very much. Right. Right, so we have got a tiny little bit here. Don't know how well you can see that. Let me try and zoom in for you. A tiny little bit here between there and there, which that won't fit in. Dang it, that's a bit annoying. So, oh, but hey, look, we've got a lot of this flexi track, haven't we? We'll just cut a bit of that. So first thing I'm going to do is try and straighten some of this flexi track, which is a little annoying itself. And we're going to cut a section off the end here. Try and match up with our piece here, so we'll snap that bit of, we'll cut that off in a minute. So let's measure this up, shall we? I need a track cutter or something that will cut track. Let's try, guys. I did see a little metal saw around here earlier. Let's see if I can find that. Metal saw, where are you? Bear in mind I can't get access to any of the room because it's a tip in here. Because the rail is poured out. Back in a moment, guys. And I'm back. Welcome back. So I've straightened this. I've got a little melt saw. Like so. I'm going to not bother trying to straighten these rails. I'm just going to cut straight through them. And the same on this side as well, and then narrow it down. It's going to be a bit of a pain, but we'll see what we can do, shall we? That ain't cutting anything, is it? Dang it! Cutting track, take 2. Ha 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 ha. Yes, these things have got a little blade on them. Let's see how well this does, shall we? Oh, well, that was better. Not perfect, but hey, it'll do. I've just removed all them from the sleepers as well. This isn't going quite to plan. Right. Now it's time to quickly just measure this up. I will feed the rails back through the sleepers shortly. After the 9th sleeper. Back in a moment. Ta-da! Done. That's our new section. How good's that? Right. Let's see if we can get some fish plates on this. I'm going to go find some more fish plates. Try and get it into its new home. Fish plates added. Yay! Now here comes the difficult part. Getting this thing to behave going in. So the thing about flexi track is that it always moves, and it can be a little bit of a pain to get into position. So I've got to kind of half put it on this side, if I can even get that clip in, there we go, and then half put it on this and then push against itself. Just making me more trouble than it's worth. So now I'm going to just kind of push this together. Come on, move the sleepers down a little bit. Come on, there we go. Right, let's come off this end. Look, told you it's an absolute pain. And then push this up, push it all together, nice and tight. Ah, there we go. Push that pin down. And I think we have success there. And hopefully, with a bit of luck, so I could just come quickly, need to push him back together and tighten up back here. Come on. There we go, nice and tight. Nice and tight. And hopefully, with a little bit of luck, putting this in, so that oval flexi track which kept moving, should solve some of the running issues. So I've got a few pins that I just need to knock down. Got one there. Right, so that hopefully should solve some issues. So let's just find a coach or something and see how that copes. So I've just found a long Pullman coach. Obviously it's going to catch on that because we haven't put that in position yet. This seems much better. Much smoother. Definitely much smoother. Definitely better. That's just me being an idiot knocking it off. Definitely smoother into points, so it's not going sharpness into the points, which is good. I can't put a tray on to save my life today. Come on, get on. It's because I can't see your wheels, I'm doing it by feel. But no, definitely an improvement. This Pullman coach is not playing ball today. I drop it, what a surprise. Oh, you can tell it's a long day. Anyways, we've tested that out. I am going to battle myself over there towards the workbench. I'm going to grab the track rubber. I'm going to give all the back track around here a damn good clean. And then I'm going to try and get a train running around on the outside line. I'm going to be probably using the Hush Hush, since it's one of the longest trains, and seeing how well it copes on the outside line. So I'm back in a minute. Right, so that's all the track cleaned. That's good. Now, should we try running a train? See how it copes this new curve that I've built. See if it's going to be alright. Hopefully it should be. Right, back in a moment, we'll get a train running. I'll be using a Hornby Hush Hush to test this out, since it's got the longest wheelbase. Here she comes. Oh, well, it would help if the tunnel was in alignment, but obviously it isn't because of what we've just done. Oh, now the tender seemed to pop off there. That's a bit disturbing. I reckon that may have been due to the fact it smacked into the tunnel mouth. Let's try that again, shall we? Right, let's try that again without the tunnel getting in the way. See how it works, see how she handles it. We're alright so far. Right, there's something wrong with that corner, so we'll have to go revisit that corner. That's not a problem. Let's go revisit that corner and see what's going on, shall we? Right, let's try this again, shall we, now that I've had a bit of play with the track. Okay, that was a bit random. And she seems to be going around pretty nicely, and she stopped there. Oh, I think that must be a power cleaning issue. Come on, girl. Come on. I reckon that's a power issue. Let me go have a look. And we're just going to do one last pass with Hush Hush and the Pullman carriage, just to show that the new corner is working fine. I'm going to be putting her on speed step, probably 15 or 16. She's currently at 14, she's just kind of getting around the corner. She's doing alright, there's no derailment. Straight over those points, over the new bit of flexi track, and back out onto the railway. But if we run around again, now she's got a little bit of speed behind her. She does take a long time to get up to speed at this loco. Here she comes. round at speed step 14, nice and easy, and back and through we go. Right guys, thanks for joining me. It's been great to have you. Hopefully this solves a lot of the running issues. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I know it's been a bit of a weird one watching me do track work. Track work should have been finalised ages ago, but track always messes up sometimes. Sometimes you've got to relay it. Yeah, and I will see you in the next video. So until then, take care of yourselves, look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.